Hello, all you Stranger Things fans out there. It is your host with the most, Benjamin Dutil, with the Horror Heathen YouTube channel and the South Jersey Horror Podcast. Today, I have a wonderful actress. This is a very special episode. I hope I pronounced this right. If I do, you can slap me later. So, Regina Ting Chang. Is that right?
Yes, yes,
Sweet.
yes.
Yes. Who you all know as Counselor Kelley from Stranger Things season 4. This is I'm ecstatic. I'm super glad you're here today because you are the first person from the Stranger Things cast I had on my show, and I've
Oh,
been dying to get someone on my show from Stranger Things, and yet I have what's her name, Catherine Curtin coming up next month. So
nice.
it's like a chain reaction just happens. Like, oh shit, here we go, Stranger Things. Anyway, um, fan theories I want to talk about so much because I'm sure you heard them all. I have a couple, and I'm sure you have your favorite fan theories to talk about. Um, the suspected agent of Vecna. I know everybody's probably booing you right now, but I don't care. So enough of me. Let me go off my soapbox. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm excited to chat with you. I love this. But you were like, this is a very special episode. I'm like, Ben probably tells everybody that this is a very special episode, don't you?
You caught me, Skippy. I'm right. You're right.
Oh, you're supposed to say no, it's just for you, Regina.
But this is a special episode because it has to do with Stranger Things, and you're the first guest from Stranger Things on my show. So it is special. So, if you please could tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to preface it with like I'm kind of boring, but I've been told that the things I do aren't, so here we go. I have been acting for about 10 years, in Atlanta about I would say 5 years. So it's been a great ride here. It's so many ups and downs, but it's just been so rewarding, especially booking the show. I was a huge fan of the show before even booking the show or even getting the audition for the show. So then when I got the audition for the show, I kind of lost it. And then when I got the role, it was like, oh. But anyway, sorry, more about myself. My day job, I'm an executive assistant, so I have a little bit of nerd corporate side to me. And then I also coach kickboxing 3 days a week at 6:30 a.m. And that's a whole other persona of me. I give all my warriors nicknames. I love them to death. I'm a huge believer of like good health and fitness, because it's for longevity. And yeah, I paint. I play tennis. I'm not very good at it. And I play pickleball, which I'm also not very good at it. But I'm actually dyslexic. So little do people know, it affects your motor skills. Like if you can't tell left from right. So it takes me a lot of time to navigate that. But I digress from my personal issues.
Your life does not sound boring at all. It sounds actually pretty exciting. So, but the dyslexia, I have a friend who's dyslexic, and it's very hard to drive with him. So, it's,
I am like I'm like an old Chinese grandma when I drive. Like I am kind of tall, but like if you imagine me, it's like I'm like my hands are on the wheels like this, my shoulders are to my ears, and I'm just like, okay, I got this. Every day. Even though I go to the same places every day, it's a journey.
I get it. I mean, you're not the only one I see on the highway driving like that. So, but yeah, with my friend being dyslexic, he'll be in the passenger seat, and I'm driving. He's like, "Make a left." I mean, don't you mean take a right? Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh no. I'm a
But
little
it
better
is,
with that.
but I do know what he means, and I know where I'm going. So it's all good. He's a good co-pilot in the car, which is great. It makes the rides a lot more funner. So anyway, I have to know what got you into the acting business.
Uh, I love this question actually because it kind of happened organically. My family's very traditional, wanted me to
Mhm.
do medical business, lawyer stuff. That did not work out. But I would say what got me in would be like my love for storytelling. And that actually stemmed from I call her a turtle grandma because since passed now, but she raised me, and she's like this small little woman, and she had like no hair because she had breast cancer. She lost all her hair, but she had like no neck, and she was small, and she moved really slow, so I called her a turtle. Like that's just the thing about me that people know. I call my grandparents turtle grandparents. But anyway, she was an immigrant, and when she came to the States, I was actually born in Hawaii, and she was just scared to go anywhere. She didn't speak English, and it's just a whole new territory. So she would just stay home all the time. And so, ever since I was a little kid, I always had a wild imagination. But when I came home from school, I would just make stuff up and elaborate my day just so that she could live vicariously through me. And I just wanted her to laugh. I wanted her to feel all the things I felt, like, except for like being bullied. When I was bullied, I would just come home and she'd be like, "How was school?" I'd be like, "Very good." Even though like it's killing me inside, I was just like being picked on. But even then, it's like just trying to help her live life through me because she was afraid to. So I feel like that is like very deeply rooted in my discovery of acting, like discovery of wanting to storytell as different personas. So yeah,
Grandma's the best. I mean,
I
my
know. I'm
grandmother got
I'm
rest.
gonna cry. I was like, oh, she passed away in 2020, and I've been able to talk about her without crying, but sometimes it'll hit me, and I'm like, oh my God, my nose is turning red. That's not good. Reel it back in, Regina. Reel it back in. Ben, change the subject. I can't. I can't.
Anyway, I get it. My grandmother passed away 3 years ago as well. So she passed
I'm
away
sorry.
like a week before Thanksgiving. It was just bad. But grandmas are the best. I loved her very much. Her and I were very close, and I can understand about the family traditions and doing being deep rooted. So thank you for sharing that. That really means a lot. Um, she always told me, find yourself a good Jersey girl. I did, Grandma. We're engaged. We're getting married in October. Okay, I did. I
Hey,
found me a good Jersey girl.
congratulations. Oh,
So thank you. She is a Jersey girl. Oh my God, she's Italian, and she has her good days. She has her bad days, but I love her. So we're getting married in October. It's gonna be a fall wedding. It's gonna be fantastic. Everything's been planned. We have a venue. We have a florist. Everything is done. We're done. I mean, we have everything set up. So
wow. You guys are like on it because what is it? It's May and you got everything set up. That's awesome.
the only thing that we don't have is a fishing yacht. We're still trying to get one because they're always booked. It's hard to
You
get a fishing yacht. So, but we're
should
we're
get a
working on it. So
friend. Isn't there like you can get a friend who like takes a course and then they could.
yeah, there's a thing you get a lot ordained in 10 minutes, but I don't really believe in that stuff. So
That's
but anyway,
funny.
so let's get back on topic here. I'm sorry, I didn't. Grandmas, we love grandmas. I miss mine very much. I think about every day. I visit her every day at her grave, her birthday. So and my grandfather, they're buried right next to each other. So
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, knowing you're a sci-fi fan, and I've read this somewhere before, that you're a huge sci-fi fanatic. How did you react when you heard you were joining the cast of Stranger Things?
oh my gosh, I lost it. I was actually like driving somewhere in the evening to maybe a friend's house for dinner or something, and there was like a storm going on. I remember it was raining really hard, and I got the call from my agent, and they're like, "You got it," and I was just like, "Oh, what is this fake?" Like, like I just could. I couldn't believe it. And then when I got off the phone, I forgot how to drive, Ben. Like I I had to pull over. I was so excited. And it's not like, at the time, and even now, I'm so grateful for it because I'm so excited to get to play a character where I could bring a little more of myself in because I tend to play roles that are a little more authoritative or direct. And I mean, I think, acting is a visual medium, so it's how you look and what essence you bring. But as you continue to navigate through the higher levels of roles, not I shouldn't say higher levels, like just maybe roles that are meatier. Like I was so excited to get to play one where it was me because when I auditioned for it, they're looking for a counselor, and my first read was more, you're what you would imagine, like a very kind, caring counselor, a very grounded, soft-spoken, yada yada. Then they came back and gave me a redirect, like a note, and they're like, just be friendly and kind of quirky. I was like, oh my God, that's me. Like I don't even have to try. So I did that, and it was just a beautiful mesh of things. But yes, I forgot how to drive. I had to pull over, and I was like, ah! Like freaking out in excitement by myself. And then oh my goodness, and then COVID hit. I was supposed to film and then COVID hit. And then I didn't know if I could get to play Miss Kelley. It wasn't until like 7 months later that I found out that I still had the role. Isn't that crazy? I tried not to think about it every day, but that was scary.
Well, the Duffer Brothers knew that it was you, so you're the right choice for the role.
I
So
know. And some shows, or I don't know if you know this, but like when COVID hit, some shows had to rewrite their scripts to
yep.
kind of adapt, to the situation. So that's why I was a little bit on edge, but I
Yeah,
remain hopeful.
you're the first one to tell me that how they had to either rewrite the script or relocate for the shooting. So I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and then you had the writer's strike, and then you had the actor strike, and just it turned the whole universe upside down. But the COVID was a pain in the ass. I mean, it ruined a lot of things for me and actors. But I understand the writer's strike and the actor's strike. I support it actually what they did. So I supported 110%. I had to cancel my show until the writer's strike was over. So
Oh,
it was nuts. So, um, but I'm back here and I'm interviewing great talented actors such as yourself, and it's fantastic. I'm back in the saddle and I'm here. So anyway,
yeah,
I keep digressing. I'm bad at I'm a horrible host. I'm sorry. I keep
no,
doing
you're
this.
not. No, you're not. Not at all.
So, can you tell us more about Miss Kelley and what you have learned from the show?
Oh, gosh. Well, first of all, I loved working with Sadie. She's just a gift of a human and so talented from the get-go. But one of the coolest things, and you might already, I mean, people can probably think this, but for me, having experienced it was really cool, is just to step into such an incredible set. Like it was so real. I didn't have to use any imagination to drop in. Like when I walk into my counselor room, like everything, my character's name is on the wall. Things were so specific down to the pen, to the time period. It was fascinating just to go back in time like that so effortlessly. Like kudos to production designers, set designers, everyone. Like the work they put in to create such an immensely wild show is, I don't know. It can't, there's not, no words can like, like,
No, I get it.
what am I trying to
I
say?
love.
How English hot? I can't.
I get it. Stranger Things. I love the attention to detail when it comes to the set, the props, the costumes, everything. And that's one of the things I like about the show is that they did it so well putting this stuff together. I was walking down memory lane every episode. I'm 45 years old, so walking down like I remember that. I remember that too. Holy shit! I'm a Walkman. I had a Walkman when I was a kid. And I was like,
Oh.
wow, this is just nuts. So it was great.
Oh, and I have to add, so like my first scene where I'm outside with the kids, getting them to, I call for Max, but like get the kids to go to the gym. The extras that played the kids, they're awesome. Like, I just love that each and every one of them was a fan. And I remember I was like, okay, I need some kids to like be my point A, point B as the takes were going. And sometimes in certain sets, it's like, I like to involve my environment and the people around me, and they might be a little more reluctant. But on this show, everyone was game to participate. And I was just like, I couldn't even pick. And they're all wonderful and all uniquely different in their own way. And I'm like, how do I do point A, point B? Like, it's just hard to pick. But it was just so cool to see them all so, interested and helpful to making the scene come to life. It was so cool.
Some stuff I love hearing. And like actors tell me they had such a good time on the set, and because you're getting see now I'm living through you vicariously because I'm getting all the detail of what's going on,
Oh,
I love hearing that from the actors how much fun they had filming because well, one, I'm a little jealous because I can't be on the set with you, and two, it's just it's fun to watch. It's great to hear these things coming from people that I talk to because it tells me that they enjoyed their role while they were shooting.
oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so I have to know, and I'm sure you heard about this, the plethora of fan theories about Miss Kelley. And the first one that, because I caught on to it the first time I watched, like, nah, I'm gonna keep my eye on you, lady. I know what's going on. So, as it's your, this is one of the fan theories that I picked up is that you are Vecna in human form. So, that's when I heard there's a 0.001% chance that Vecna decided to become a high school counselor to speak with troubled young children, without necessarily scaring them off in his monster form. Have you heard that theory before?
I did not hear that specific one, but can someone call the Duffer Brothers and be like, this should be the new storyline? Because I love it.
Because I always do that before I interview actors. I always look at fan theories about their specific characters. And but when I watched it the first time, I noticed the small details. Me being a veteran, I noticed details a lot. And that's what I hate about watching things because I can't watch the entire movie without pointing out at least a dozen details. And so I have to go
Ah,
back and watch the movie again without looking for the details. It's annoying the hell out of me sometimes when I do that.
I can only imagine. You're like, wait, what was the story? Like you've already like listed all the detailed things, but you're like, I need to get back to like the character story. Either like rewatch it in a different lens. I totally get it.
So like the clock in your office, I think it's like a small little cuckoo clock or something. The number seven is a backwards too. So I don't know if you noticed that or not.
I did not. And that's so cool that you did. It's so cool that
Yeah,
people did.
yeah. And then your necklace is a little clock with a key on it. So that's the second one I thought is the shape of a key, which seems to be like a pretty big coincidence. That not only does the Vecna have a clock, but we all know the grandfather clock in the Creedle home has a keyhole in theory, which is compatible with the key around your neck.
Yeah, that's again, I unfortunately don't know if that is connected or not, but that is some amazing connection for people to pick up on, for fans to pick up on, like you included. Like the detail catching is impeccable. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, because there's like I'm sorry, pardon my French, a shit ton of fan theories, and only like half of them make sense. So, but like the first one, you being Vecna in human form to counsel the kids, to hear about their troubles, and then later on put them under a spell and do whatever Vecna does. So I'm like, dude, that makes a lot of sense. So
I mean, she's not trustworthy. I'm not me as Counselor Kelley is not. I mean, every child that comes to me ends up in trouble. Like at some point, we're
okay,
looking at the data. The data is skeptical.
but if you think about it, because all the kids that gone who've gone to see you, you wind up dead.
Mhm,
First,
mhm.
how was the cheerleader's name? I can't remember her name. She was the first one to go.
Christy, Chrissy,
Chrissy,
Chrissy.
Chrissy, yeah, Chrissy. Chrissy was first to go. Then the kid with the glasses, who died in the car accident or whatever, and
Yep.
then the Sadie Sink, her character started getting the effect, and then the black kid, we started getting nosebleeds too. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Then when CDC breaks into your office and starts reading the symptoms of all the kids are having, I'm like, Jesus Christ, Vector's on a warpath here. He's going for it.
Going back to the clocks and the time and everything, it's funny because me, Regina Ting, Ting is my Chinese name, by the way. It's not my middle name. I just love my Chinese name. I am obsessed with time. I have like clocks in every room, huge clocks in my own space. So I just felt so naturally connected to Counselor Kelley because she's such a time person. Like she also has clocks everywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of eerie, like how connected that is, I know it's just a role, but I don't know, a little bit of it was a little too connected to reality. Like, how did that happen? I get spooked so easily. My mind is like a sci-fi playground all the time. I'm just imagining shit. Stuff, sorry. Like
And it's okay.
constantly, constantly.
So I get it. I'm a huge horror nerd. I mean, my fiance is tired of hearing me talk about horror all the time, and but yet we go to conventions together, which is really cool because she does like the Scream franchise, which I don't. But she has her thing. But we were at the Monster Mania last year. Was it last year or this year? Well, they had the whole Scream cast there, and she just went nuts.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
but we were there for like 6 hours. I had a good time because there are specific actors I wanted to talk to and go see, and which I did. So, seeing I'm sorry, seeing actors who make first appearances at conventions are a big thing for me. So
Oh.
it's great. So I'm hoping this. I only saw one character from Stranger Things at a convention, and that was the scientist. I can't remember his name. Um, it'll come to me later. So
Is that Randy?
whoever the science teacher is in the school, I can't remember his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, glasses,
Yeah,
tall. Yeah, Randy Havens. Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
he was at a convention right before season 3 came out, and I talked to him for a little bit. Got to shoot the shit, which is really cool. And he was the only person I saw. I'm like, these conventions need to get more Stranger Things characters at the cast at the conventions. So I'm hoping that one day Monster Mania will have the entire cast because this convention sells out quickly every time they make announcements.
I,
So
someone actually reached out to me and asked if I was going. Someone I didn't know, like a fan. And I was like, no, I wish I was. So I don't know how that all works. But I am going to my first convention in September in San Antonio, Texas. That's actually where I'm from. I grew up part of my childhood in Hawaii and then part in San Antonio, Texas. But so I'm really excited to go to my first one. I don't know how I'm supposed to be or what I'm supposed to do, but I'm excited to meet everybody and just kind of, I don't know, be present for everyone.
like I said, if I guarantee if Monster Mania had the entire cast, including you, it would sell out in minutes because that's what it did this last one coming in August. The whole
Mm.
Hellraiser scream is going to be there. Hellraiser cast is going to be there, and Robert Englund's going to be there for autographs. His tickets for first line tickets sold out in 2 minutes. It was nuts. Yeah,
What? Oh my
yeah,
God, that's so fast.
yeah. 2 minutes. There was a lot of pissed off people, and my fiance just happened to be on it like the second it started went on sale. So she got 2 tickets for both of us. So and
Good.
I'm like, but yeah, I tell you, if I guarantee if the Stranger Things cast were to show up, you guys would be a big hit. I guarantee it. So that's including you, the kids, everybody. Hell, even bring back the people from the first season. Have like seasons 1 through 4, the entire cast be there. I guarantee you guys would have a blast because that's all I hear about these conventions. The actors have a good time with these conventions, getting back to like all the people you acted with before and all that other stuff. I love going to conventions. I really do, and
Oh,
seeing the
good.
smiles on actors' faces and stuff, and just be there with the fans and just it's great. I mean, I can't go all the time, but I wish I could. But
That sounds
so
fun. I'm excited.
and anyway, do you hope to return to season 5? That's what I want to know.
Do I hope? Is that even like, of course. Of course I hope. I dream.
I think
Um,
they need to bring you back so they can make a bigger connection between you and Vecna, because to bring you back as Vecna in human form would be like a big twist for the
hmm,
season 5. I think it'd be
hmm.
a great plot twist or a twist at the end, something to bring you back in. Like, hey, look, motherfuckers, I'm Vecna. Now you're screwed. So, so
Gotcha. But
but
also
they,
they'd
I
be
wish,
like, we knew. They'd be like,
but
we knew. The kids would be like, we knew you were a bad person because all your kids got in trouble or died and stuff after they saw you. I'd be like, oh crap. Like you caught
I, I,
me.
I, I have to say this. Duffer Brothers, if you're listening, bring her back, okay? Bring her back as Counselor Kelley and reveal her as Vecna in human form. I guarantee it, the internet is going to explode if that happens. and your ratings will go through the roof higher than you think they will. I guarantee shit is gonna hit the fan. The universal Stranger Things fan is gonna just blow up. I guarantee it. So bring her back. I'm gonna do it to petition. I don't give a shit. That's how I'm gonna do it.
I love that. Thank you. You're so sweet. I think whether I come back or not, whatever they decide, it's going to be so epic. Like, I'm sure they'll tie everything together and it's going to blow our minds regardless. But, if you want to add me in there to blow everyone's minds regardless, I am game. I am ready. Let's go.
Believe it or not, before the interview, I was thinking about the sequence and how it would happen. I mean, it could either be in the middle or the end. It's where one of the kids is inside the Upside Down with Vecna. Then all of a sudden, Vecna just reveals himself as you. So, or you're like in an office somewhere and you're sitting in human form, and then you reveal yourself as Vecna. Either way, it'd be a huge plot twist.
I love it.
I think it'd be an amazing plot twist. Duffer Brothers, get off your asses, get to the writers, and add this in the season, okay? Please, it'd be great. Anyway, I'm sorry. I can think of so many ideas of how it could happen.
What?
So,
Sorry. Don't be sorry for being amazing. Okay.
uh, I guarantee, well, I can't guarantee it, but I'm sure being on set with the other cast members is fun to be, is exactly. Are there any memorable moments for you in season 4?
I mean, most of mine is just getting to work with Sadie and even the Duffer Brothers and Sean Levy. I can never remember how to correctly say his last name. Sorry. But it was such a creative process. So more, I guess, on the acting side, like getting to play with different versions of Counselor Kelley and what attitude and behavior she wanted to bring in with the directors guiding me. It was just a whole nother level of growth for me personally. And then again, just working with Sadie, because all my scenes are mostly with her. Uh, it's just so fun. And I actually like, my characters, my character is on the smaller side, but like I hate saying smaller, but not a main character. And I did go to the Stranger Things premiere and I saw her, and I've only worked with her for like 2 days out of like, I don't know how many days she's worked on the set. And I was like, there's no way she'll remember me, like she might recognize me for a second. And then she clocked me from afar and she's like, Regina. And she like ran up to me and gave me a hug. And I'm tall, I'm about 5'8", and she's small. And I gave her a big old hug. And I was like, oh, like, it just kind of demystifies some of the people, like, the kids and the adults even on the show, they're famous and they're high level working, not even working, there's famous people, but it's like, they're still human, especially her. And they like people, they dislike, they're just people. So it was so nice to see her and then to feel that. Not that I thought that she wouldn't be that way, but the fact that she was so open and remembered my name and all this stuff, it's like, it's very inspiring and very heartwarming.
I
Yeah.
get it. I mean, I'm hoping to get Sadie on my show one day. I mean, it's tough to get her. She's famous. I get it. I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath, but it's on my list.
I'm crossing fingers for you. She's
So,
great.
so as the time's winding down, and we're about to close the curtains on this thing, do you have any exciting projects coming up that you like to tell the audience about?
Oh, like I'm like, what can I talk about? There is a film coming out that I'm a part of. I'm a part of a group. How do I talk about it without talking about it? Um,
Subtle
excuse me.
hints. Subtle hints.
It's a movie with The Rock, and
Okay.
it comes out this November. It could potentially be holiday themed, but it's going to be really good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, full of action, as all his films are. And yeah, I think that's as much as I can disclose right now, but I'm super excited. I'm so excited about it.
Uh, how would that be to work alongside Dwayne the Rock Johnson? That's a very, very exciting. I
Oh my
mean,
God. And he is so nice to everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, he treats everyone the same. he's really kind to everybody. It's really amazing. Yeah. And it's funny because like for us, like they had to cast taller actors, actors on the taller side to be next to him. Otherwise, you will look like a midget because he's so big. I at least kind of look a little on the normal side next to him, but I can imagine anyone smaller, it's like it's too much of a contrast. It's
I
funny.
get it because I ran into when I was in Iraq, Kelley Hughes stopped there for a USO show. So, and we got to talk about her role in the Scorpion King for a little bit, which is kind of cool. And
That's fun. Oh my
yeah,
God.
and she happened to autograph the DVD I had because I was like, "Can you autograph my DVD?" She's like, "You brought the DVD with you?" I was like, "Of course I brought the DVD with me. I love the Scorpion King." So,
Oh,
so she signed it for free, and we talked about it with her work alongside Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and she said exactly what you said. He's such a cool guy, and she said, "Watch the behind the scenes bonus on the desk." I'm like, "Okay," so I did that, and it shows like a scene, like seeing the Rock talking to kids, tell them to stay in school, do your best, etc., etc. I'm like, that is so cool. I mean, he may seem like a harsh asshole wrestling, but when he's acting, he's a pretty good guy. So,
yeah, yeah. They're all human. They're all human. They're
yeah.
all, yeah, all people.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we have to end this. It's been fun talking to you. It really has been. You've been a great, wonderful guest,
Oh,
and I want to see you come back in season 5. I mean, I'll start ending that petition. I don't give a shit. They can kiss my ass. I'm gonna do it anyway. So
I would love
bring
that
back
myself.
Regina as Miss Kelley, okay? God damn it. I have a great plot twist. I think that'll work in season 5. So
Let's just put that out into the universe and then I'll just hand back and like hope it works out.
anyway, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak today. I really do appreciate it. This has been a wonderful interview, and I wish you nothing but success in your career and a prosperous future and more TV shows and movies to come. And yeah, I can't express my gratitude enough that you're here today. So I really
Oh,
do
thank you
appreciate it.
for having me. Do you hear that, Grandma? Turtle Grandma? Someone believes in me. She did not. I love her to death, but she did not. She's like, go back to school and go become a doctor. I can't do blood.
Act as a doctor, you can do that, I guess. Everyone shows up on Grey's Anatomy, just saying. There's a lot of people who make cameos on Grey's Anatomy as doctors.
That's true.
So
Dang it, that's a really good point. Well, thank you so much for having me, Ben. I appreciate you so much. This was so fun.
the pleasure and honor is so mine. And yeah, and I will see you on the big screen. Take care.